Show from your local news leader.
Welcome back to the morning show. Sarah's joining us this morning from the Champaign Farmers Market to talk a little bit about why it's so important for you to get involved with the Farmers Market. Thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So we were talking earlier, the Farmers Market, of course, takes over your life at this time of year, but it's also been really hot. So that has kind of added to a struggle a bit with getting some volunteers out and helping.
Yeah, sometimes the weather may scare people off, but also it just means we need extra hands. So when we can get a few extra volunteers on a hot day, that means we can get everything up really quickly, and it makes life a lot easier for everyone. Unfortunately,
Champaign County is one of the highest rates of food insecurity in the state. If people don't know about that, talk about the importance of these farmers markets during the summer and really what it does to help the people in our area.
Sure. So one of the programs that we offer at the Champaign Farmers Market is a SNAP matching program. So every week, people who receive SNAP benefits, which is the formerly known as food stamp benefits, they can get an extra match of up to $20 to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. So that means someone swipes their card, $20 comes off their account, but they get $40 to spend. And once a month, on the second Tuesday of the month, we actually do an additional match on top of that. So we call that Triple Link Tuesday, where someone could get up to $40 extra to spend on fresh produce. And the reason we do that is because for a lot of people on a tight food budget, they're nervous about buying produce because it can go bad fast. Maybe their kids aren't going to want to eat it. And so we're trying to make this produce more affordable. We're also bringing it to a part of town where there aren't a lot of grocery stores nearby, so that makes it a lot easier for people to get fresh produce, and then that helps the local farmers, which goes right back into our local economy. So we all win.
We all win.
Yes.
So first and foremost, why do you do a program like that to give people a little bit of extra help?
So this is something that's done at a lot of farmers markets all over the country, and really kind of goes back to the original design behind food stamps when that was created during the Depression, the Great Depression, where there were farmers who had too much food that they couldn't sell because no one had any money, and then there were people who were starving and who couldn't afford to buy food, so the government stepped in to connect those two. So we feel like we're doing the same kind of thing now, and we're trying to make this kind of food feel more accessible and affordable for everyone. Sometimes people think a farmer's market is going to be too expensive for them, and we want them to see that actually, no, it's pretty affordable.
That's awesome. So speaking of that, how can we all get involved to really help those people who need it most?
So we have 3 different times where we need volunteers. We have a lot of tents, tables, equipment to set up at the market. We have an informational tent. We have a sampling tent where we offer cooking demonstrations and that sort of thing, and kids play area, so we need extra hands to help set that up. So our main shift for setup is from 1:30 to 3:30 on Tuesdays, and this is over in the parking lot by Neal and Main by the Orpheum Children's Museum and Co-Fusion. And so we do set up from 1:30 to 3:30. During the market, we often need volunteers to help do surveys or help count patrons or help with programming. And then a big time when we need people is for a shorter time at the end of the market from about 6:15 till 7:15 to pack everything up. And the more people we have, the faster that goes. Sometimes we're done by 7. And with the weather we've been having lately, this is also really helpful when sometimes storms are moving in. Actually, 2 weeks ago, we had to pack up in a hurry because there was a big dark storm coming. And we got everything in before the rain started. And so that really, really helped. We really appreciate all our volunteers.
Perfect. Real quick before we wrap up, Sarah, how can somebody sign up to do that?
So you can go to CU Volunteer to sign up, cuvolunteer.org, and then you can also go to the Land Connections website, thelandconnection.org, and under Farmers Market, there's a page with volunteer information.
Perfect. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more of the morning show right after this.